What if the very disasters that destroy us were also teaching us how to survive? Earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, wildfires, each one a brutal teacher with a deadly lesson. But what if these forces aren't just about destruction, but about profound, critical lessons in resilience and adaptation? Imagine a world where instead of just fearing nature's power, we learn to understand it, anticipate it, and even work with it. The survival skill you're about to learn could one day be the difference between life and death. Stay until the very end, because this isn't just about knowledge, it's about equipping you for tomorrow. Cities fall in seconds when the earth shakes, but the ones that rise again, they rise smarter. For centuries, we tried to build stronger, more rigid structures, thinking they could overpower the Earth's immense force. But engineers made a groundbreaking discovery. Buildings don't need to resist the Earth. They need to dance with it. Think about it. Flexible structures are designed to bend, absorb the shock waves, and sway, standing tall where their rigid counterparts crumble into dust. This isn't just about steel and concrete. It's a profound lesson in flexibility versus rigidity. It's about adapting our designs to work with nature, not against it. It forces us to ask, would your city survive? Comment below and let us know where you live. In 2004, a terrifying tsunami devastated coastlines. When the ocean pulled back, exposing the seafloor, some curious onlookers ran to watch, drawn by the strange spectacle. But in one small village, something incredible happened. Everyone ran uphill, instantly. Why? Because, for centuries, their ancestors passed down a crucial warning. When the sea vanishes, it always returns as a wall. This oral history, passed down through generations, saved thousands of lives. In that moment, advanced satellites and modern warning systems failed. But ancient stories, whispered from elder to child, survived. This powerful event reminds us that sometimes the most profound wisdom isn't found in technology, but in the echoes of our past. Would you recognize the signs? Tell us in the comments if you would. Hurricanes don't just bring rain and wind. They rewrite maps. Floods don't just dampen streets. They erase entire communities. But amidst this chaos, there are always survivors, and their survival isn't just luck, it's preparation. These are the families who had stored emergency water supplies, not just for a day, but for weeks. These are the communities that knew the high ground like the back of their hand, mapping out escape routes long before the first drop of rain fell. Survival isn't about hoping for the best. It's about preparing for the worst. Systematically, it's about understanding risks and proactively building your resilience. It's about empowering yourself and your loved ones with the knowledge and resources to weather any storm. If you had just 5 minutes to leave your home, what would you take? Share below what your essentials would be. Fire takes everything in its path, turning lush landscapes into ash. Yet, paradoxically, fire itself has taught us profound lessons in survival. Indigenous peoples, for centuries, practiced controlled burns, not as acts of destruction, but as preventative measures, clearing underbrush and preventing catastrophic infernos. Today, firefighters aren't just fighting flames. They're fighting fire with fire, strategically using controlled burns to manage wildfires. The lesson here is clear. Don't just fear flames. Understand them. Don't just react to disaster. Proactively manage the risks. It is about learning the nature of the threat and using that knowledge to protect ourselves and our environment. Could you escape a wildfire? Answer yes or no in the comments. Disasters have the power to break cities, to shatter communities, and to test the very limits of human endurance. But resilience, that's how we rise again, stronger than before. The strongest communities aren't the ones that are never touched by tragedy. They're the ones that don't wait for it to strike. They drill, they prepare, they rebuild with an unyielding spirit. Every storm leaves a scar, a visible reminder of what we've endured. But remember this, scars are not just marks of pain. They are where strength grows. They tell a story of survival, of overcoming, and of the incredible human capacity to adapt and thrive. It's about building that strength before the storm hits. Tag someone you'd want by your side in a disaster, your survival buddy. Now, for the critical survival skill that could genuinely save your life. In a world without power, without modern conveniences, how do you generate the most fundamental element of survival? Fire. I'm going to show you 3 ways to make fire when you have absolutely nothing else. First, friction with wood, the classic bow drill or hand drill. Second, harnessing the power of the sun through glass, focusing its rays to ignite tinder. And third, the timeless method of sparks from steel and stone, a technique as old as humanity itself. These aren't just parlor tricks. They are ancient, essential skills. Practice these before you ever need them, because fire is more than just heat, light, and cooking. In a survival situation, fire is hope. Would you survive 24 hours in the wild? Comment yes or no and be honest. Nature destroys, yes, but nature also teaches. If you learned something vital today, please don't keep it to yourself. Share this knowledge, empower others. Hit that subscribe button for more essential survival skills, untold stories of resilience, and powerful lessons from our world. Because survival isn't just about individual knowledge. It's about building a community of prepared, resilient individuals. Hit subscribe, watch the next video in our playlist, and drop your ultimate survival tip in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.